So again I have come up with the next 10 questions of the chapter biological classification or the topic biological classification. So here I'm starting with number 11. So here the question is that bacteria differ from plants in that they do not have. Now in a bacteria, if we talk about a bacteria and a plant, then what are the main difference? The main and the first difference is that bacteria are the prokaryotes and plant is eukaryote. That means that now most of us will think that maybe it is the cell wall, but let me assure you that kingdom fungi do have a cell wall. The bacterial cell wall is generally composed of Pg, that is peptidoglycan, and if we talk about the fungus cell wall, then mostly it is consisting of chitin, glucans and glycoprotein. So here if we talk about a plant and a bacteria, they do not differ in cell wall because both are consisting of a cell wall. So here what we see is a well-defined nucleus. Well, a well-defined nucleus is not found in bacteria because they are the prokaryotes. So here option number 4 will be correct, that bacteria differ from plants in that they do not have a well-defined nucleus. Next we are going to the question number 12. The transfer of genetic material from one bacterium to another with the help of a virus. Now, the transfer of genetic material from one bacterium to another can be conjugation also. But in conjugation, there is a cell-to-cell contact of both the bacterium, the one which is transferring and the one which is receiving. But here it is said that the transfer of genetic material from one bacterium to another with the help of a virus. So here it is mentioned that with the help of a virus. So the answer to this will be option number 4, that is transduction. And if you think about what is transformation, this also occurs in bacterium. But in transformation, what happens that the bacteria catches up or you may say that receives a gene from the environment, anywhere from the environment. Okay, next is 13. Question number 13 is heterocyst present in nostoc blue-green algae is specialized for what? Now we all know that nostoc is a kind of nostoc, Anabaena, oscillatoria. These are the examples of blue-green algae, and therefore these are very much useful for nitrogen fixation. This does nitrogen fixation. So here the answer to number 13 is nitrogen fixation. Next is, here again we are coming with that same question, that nostoc Anabaena. Right now beforehand I stated that nostoc Anabaena and oscillatoria are the example of blue-green algae. So we know that blue-green algae is also known as cyanobacteria. So nostoc Anabaena belongs to cyanobacteria. Next is question number 15. Here in question number 15, you see the question, the infective stage of Plasmodium to man. Now here it is stated, the question says that the infective stage, if we talk about Plasmodium vivax, now what is the Plasmodium vivax? It is the causal organism of malaria. Now here it is said, here the question says that which one is the infective stage? That is, which does the infection? Whether it is the trophozoid, whether it is the merozoid, sporozoid, or none of this. Well, when the mosquito, which is the carrier, inserts the organism, that is Plasmodium vivax, into a human body, then these Plasmodium vivax or whatever the species is tries to infect the liver cells. So the infective stage, the first stage of infection that is caused by this Plasmodium, is the sporozoid. So the question number 15's answer will be answer number 2, sporozoid. Okay, next question is, edible part of mushroom is, edible part that is that we can consume. Well, from here will be the basidiocarp. Now basidiocarp is the fruiting body where we may find the basidiospores also. Okay, but the whole basidiocarp, the fruiting body, is the edible part. Next, we come to the 17 number. Which one of the following helps in absorption of phosphorus from the soil by the plant? Now among this, Rhizobium, Frankia, Anabina, Glomus. Glomus will be the answer. Well, let me say that Glomus is a fungus or fungi which is also the largest genus of fungi, which is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, and it stays in a mutualism and forms it shows symbiosis, and these are generally attached to the plant. Those have very poor root system and therefore helps in absorption of phosphorus from the soil. Next, we are coming to the number 18. In most of the fungi, the food material is stored in the form of, it will be glycogen. The answer will be glycogen. Okay, next is number 19. Protozoans are divided into groups. So protozoans are divided into how many groups? As far as we know, that the groups are divided into, protozoan groups are divided into 4. So what are these 4 groups? The 4 groups are amoebae, flagellates, ciliates, and parasitic sporozoans. So what are they? Amoebae, flagellates, ciliates, and parasitic sporozoans. So the answer to the number 19 will be number 2. Number 2. Next is archaebacteria. Next and the last question for today is that archaebacteria differ from eubacteria in what? In which it differs. So here is that mode of nutrition, mode of reproduction, cell shape, or cell membrane structure. So here the answer will be number 1, cell membrane structure. That is, the cell membrane of eubacteria is ether-linked, whereas if you talk about archaebacteria, here the cell membrane has got ester link. So that's why archaebacteria differs from eubacteria. Eubacteria is ether-linked, the chemical composition, and the archaebacteria's chemical composition is ester-linked. Okay, so thanks for today. Again, we'll be uploading the next 10 questions from this chapter.